G'day guys, Josh Huggett here from Huggett Media, and today we're talking about lights, and in particular we are talking about the GVM 300c. This was sent to me by GVM to get my honest opinion, because that's kind of what I'm known for, is being as brutally honest as physically possible, and that's exactly what we're doing in this video today. I'm not going to lie to you, when GVM reached out to me, I didn't actually have any interest in reviewing lights at all. I do have my key light up here. I'm really a photographer these days more than a videographer, so I don't have heaps of use for like new lights and that sort of stuff, but I do like testing out new gear, and I do like testing out fun things that can make like content creation and videography and all that sort of stuff more fun anyway. So I said yes. I wasn't expecting anything great. A lot of the time you get emails from companies and they'll reach out and say, can we send you this product? And normally it's let's be honest, it's a hunk of shit that they're sending you. I'm genuinely surprised with this. I hadn't really heard of GVM before they reached out to me. I've always been like a New Ear or a Godox or you know, these other brands kind of guy. But when GVM reached out, I just said yes, because I was looking for something fun to do. And I am so impressed with what has turned up at my door. I've had this for a few weeks now. Let's just let Daisy sit down. I'm very impressed with what's turned up at my door. I'm not kind to gear at all, like at all. Within the first like 8 minutes of owning this, I kind of dropped it and broke the hood, or bent the hood, but it's still working. And then I used it about a week later when I was creating a reel, and I was using one of the modes, which we'll go into in a little bit, and I dropped it from the top of this here. I'm 6'6", so this is probably like 180 centimeters high maybe, and I dropped it from the top of there, smack bang onto the power cable, and I thought I had broken it before I even got to film the review, but I didn't. It's in great order. Anyway, let's jump into it. This isn't a full tech video. If you want a full tech video or like a full review, specs, and like read all the nerdy numbers and stuff, I'll put the link to the actual like website in the description, and that has all the numbers of like Kelvin levels and power levels. I'm just talking to you from more of like is it actually a useful product that you could use in your studio or in your content creation journey? It is, it's fun, it's great, and it has different modes. Anyway, let's do it. This is the box that it came in, or the bag that it came in. It is nice and heavy. You can hear it knock. Like, that's sturdy, that's not actually breaking. I do kind of get cautious when brands and when things come in like these soft containers that they're not actually going to protect anything, but actually quite sturdy. You do have the section here on the front so you can put your business card in there and keep your stuff safe. Nice logo on the top, but otherwise a pretty tidy little bag. Daisy just kicked the tripod. Anyway, otherwise a pretty tidy bag. Inside the bag itself, nice sturdy zip here. Opening up, you do get a bag that you can actually keep everything in. My favorite thing about this power cable, it does come with like the standard kettle plug, so I'm sure you've got 1,000 of these at home somewhere. They're used for computers and everything else. This cable, not only is it super thick, but it's also super long. It runs from one side of the studio to the other. They haven't, you know, given you a tiny power cable. Like, that just hit the Undertaker from here. Love that it's nice and big, so you're not going to get to a job site or you're going to try to run the cables in your office somewhere and you're going to run out of room. In here, you've also got your big power brick here. It does have this adapter on it as well, so that you can plug it into, or like in a V-mount. It does make it a little bit easier when putting it on things like light stands and all that sort of stuff as well. Great big power brick. Enjoy the fact that it's already got this on there and it's not something you need to buy after the fact. In here, the cables were tied up, but I literally just unplugged it, but it does come with your 2 cable tidies as well. In here, a nice soft little padding to keep everything separate, and then you get this sexy looking grill here. That's weird. I don't think I've ever called a light sexy before. Anyway, you get this nice sexy looking light. We'll bring that out. And we'll talk about this in a second, but this is the light itself. Again, more cushioning and padding, which like does come out, so you repurpose this if you wanted to, but it fits everything so perfectly in there that even me, somebody that's terrible at putting things away, was able to put everything back in this just so that I could take it out and show you. It does come with the hood. It doesn't look like this when it comes out of the box, but I dropped it from a great height directly onto here, which is what's caused that to bend. But otherwise, like, it doesn't break. It's not flimsy. This is a flimsier one that got sent with another light that I have here. So I was able to use that when filming the reel recently. This is sturdy. I don't know how to explain how much sturdier this is without you just taking my word for it, but I'm unable to bend it. Oh God, even if I use all of my strength. Very, very good. It doesn't come like this out of the box. It only looks like this if you drop it from a great height directly onto it. The light itself just looks so good. The GVM SD300c Pro. Back here, you've got all of your controls. These dials here are tough as fucking nails as well. They're really, really, like, firm is the word I would kind of use. Like, you put them down and you know they're not going anywhere. It's not flimsy. Like, I haven't done that too tight, and I'm able to like fully shake with no movement at all. On the top here, this is where all of your controls are. This does turn on. This is where your paper cable comes in, obviously, and then you can come out. Great controls, great dials, great feeling of the switch. And I only just recently realized it does actually have its own app, so we're gonna try that out live together. Let's turn it on and I'll show you my favorite things about this and just how fucking strong it is. All right, that's plugged into the wall, blue to blue, nice and easy. Now this fell from the top of that cupboard onto this section of the light, and it's still as strong as ever. But are you ready for my favorite part? Oh yeah. See how the light turns on? Oh, I've got it in bloody police mode. Put it in candle mode. The light here on the side turns on. Such a tiny, tiny thing, but so, so good. All right, so pretty much black office now. Some of my favorite things on this light are these effects. Now, if you're buying a 300c light and you're looking at, you know, getting a big key light for your studio, obviously something like this is going to do a fantastic job. Putting it through a big softbox, you're going to get a great soft light. This main light up here is the Small Rig 120B. That's running at like 30% power through a 1.2 meter softbox, and that's giving us that nice soft light. My major use for this is not key lighting. I think where this really comes into its own is the small like features and the small effects that you can actually do inside the light itself. So I filmed a reel the other day where it was like pretending that the police were chasing you or something. So I was like really easily able to just kind of go click on cop car, and then it just makes a cop car sign in the background, so it looks like we're being chased by the police or something like that is happening. You're able to create different scenes that, you know, just for videos and that sort of stuff. I really, really like that. I'm actually going to get so much more use out of this light than I thought I was going to, purely because of these small features. Let's try to figure out this app together, because I've never used this app before. So we're going to use the app and we're going to learn about it together. And obviously you can just do normal lighting. This is 0%, that's 100%. That's quite a bit of heat coming off of there. Look at that. Blow out the entire office. Anyway, that was stupidly easy to add that device. Manage. Console. Wow. So we've got it in source matching mode. So like if you're at a wedding or something, or if you're trying to like match your room that you have, you can actually choose what you're trying. Like if there's tungsten lights, you can click that and it'll change the backdrop. If it's an overcast day, it's going to change the color in the background. If it's daylight outside, it's going to be different. If it is sunset, it's going to change the colors again. Fantastic. RGB, obviously we can change the color in the background to whatever we would like. That's great. So if you're wanting to be like a cool little gamer boy, you can do that. You can click on different colors and it's going to change that background for you. The effects is where it really comes in. So you can turn on the effects tab. From here you can make an explosion. Start. paparazzi. So if you wanted to make a reel of people taking photos of you, you can do like photo stuff like this. Fire engine, start. Cop car. Bob. Bob, bob. Bob, 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 bob. Wop, wop, wop. So what's happening is that I've connected the microphone in my phone, and now it's waiting for me to talk, and it's going to change the color and it's going to change the background based on what I'm saying. Bop, 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 bop. That's fucking sick. That's another feature that I didn't know this had. Wop, boop, boop, beep, boop, bop, bop, boop, 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 bop, bop, boop, boop, boop. There is a couple of things that I wanted to go over in this video just to make sure that you had like a full kind of spectrum of what's actually going on. Red backdrop right now, that is currently running at 26% intensity. There is nothing over the top of here, so it is just kind of my hand and this light. It is a very, very powerful light. I would argue that it's going to be far more powerful than anything you'll ever need, especially in a small content creation form. However, what it does have in all of that power means you'll never need more lights. You're never going to need more power. You are able to run it through something like a huge softbox like we have here without it actually, you know, needing to upgrade ever. This will see you through all of your social media and your content creation needs. It's reasonably priced as well, so it is cheaper than all of the other alternatives in the same sort of bracket area, meaning you do get all of these extra features without having to pay for them. The app control is fantastic. I have been playing with it live, so that is something that like I'm really enjoying learning about. I didn't realize it had all of these features. My plan was to come on here and make a a review slash overview of this, purely based on it just being like a good light and a fun light to use without the app control. The app control has actually completely changed how this light acts for me, and especially like that voice control and stuff. Now I can see it being used as like almost like a DJ light. You could bring it with you to a wedding, or you could bring it to like an event that you're hosting, and as the beat of the music's going off, the lights are changing at the same time, and you'll be able to connect from light to light as well. Obviously, this light has far more uses than me, the wedding photography content creator, can do, but that is a fantastic little feature. Love that. It's surprisingly sturdy. I genuinely thought I had broken it when I dropped it from a great height, but it just fucking keeps working. It's so good. It's solid metal framing. This solid framing here as well is great. And the color modes make it great as well. Just having the ability to kind of like change the color wheel just based on the app. All I'm doing is sliding my finger around and I'm able to completely change the background. The modes themselves are also great in the effects tab. Great for creating reels, great for like a little backdrop in the videos that you're making and that sort of stuff as well. Let's put some cool yellow in the background this time. They're also a fantastic little feature. If you're looking at getting yourself a light, highly, highly, highly recommend the GVM 300c. Not only because you get the a really powerful light, but you also get the ability to change the colors, which I don't do all of the time, but having that ability there is absolutely a game changer. So hope you enjoyed this video, hope you enjoyed this slight little overview, and until I see you again, love ya.